Have you ever been in a room full of impressive people? It's like, that moment when you walk into the room and you see only big title, many languages, many years of experience, and you start to wonder, do I even belong here? Hi everyone, welcome back to Diplomatic Seed. I'm your host Loika and thank you for joining me. Today's episode is going to be very personal because we are going to discuss about something that many of us face, but we don't always admit it out loud. Today's topic is imposter syndrome. I know you've been into places where you wondered if you belong there, and this episode is here to remind you that you have your place at this table. Let me share with you a story. As a newly graduate in diplomacy and strategic affairs, this field is so difficult. And mind you, I felt so lucky that I was offered an internship at the Consulate of France in Houston. And trust me, I've been through this imposter syndrome. I remember a time where the Consul General of France, who became my mentor, offered me to attend a consulate event. And I was like, okay, I know I'm getting there and I'm just going to be, the new intern, just interning, being there and just watch and try to shadow her. And she shocked me. She shocked me. So I was there. We were planning on starting the subcommittee of women in diplomacy. And she told me, Loika, I would love you to work on this project. At first, I thought I was just going to be working in the background, just making sure that everything is fixed so that she can be the front of the subcommittee. And then we get to the house of the Consul General of Israel and we started meeting, we started like networking and talking with different ladies. It was just ladies. And we started just talking, sharing, and then we started meeting. Everyone proceed to present themselves. Okay, this is me. I'm Consul General of, for example, France. This is me. I'm Consul General of Israel. And then I thought I was just there and supposed to be in the background. I didn't know that she wanted me to talk. I didn't know that she wanted me to have any part of this subcommittee. And I was surprised that everyone finished introducing themselves and everyone is now looking at me like, okay, now it's your turn. I was not prepared at all. I didn't know what to say, but in those moments, you just have to figure something out. And then I'll proceed in a very shy manner. And I just had to say, okay, this is me, Loika, and kind of give my background. And when I'm nervous, I always throw a joke. I don't know why I do that, but I always do it to make me feel more at peace. And so I proceeded just for a joke, and the joke was about my dad not wanting me to pursue anything in politics because he's doing politics in my country. And trust me, when everyone was presenting themselves, I was wondering, I have no experience. This is my first internship. I don't know why this lady is stressing me to this point of letting me speak, of have any say so, bringing any insight into those conversations. But I freaked out. I freaked out. And this one I was like, is she sure? Was I really supposed to be there? And at some point you just gotta fake it. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna fake it. Okay, I was not going to fake on my experience because obviously everyone will search what I was going to say, but I just had to fake it. And sometimes you get to be thrown in those situations where you don't know. You just have little to no experience. Maybe you're not even fluent in whatever you are there to do, but you just gotta do it and gotta fake. Imposter syndrome to me is simply the voice that tells you you don't belong here. And in diplomacy, this voice can be very loud because you are expected to be polished. People around you are just very impressive. But here's what I understood. Diplomacy is not about being perfect. It's about being able to adapt yourself to culture, to environment. It's about you being able to show up as natural as it is, because this is how you'll make a great impact in that field. Knowing that I wanted to make my life all about diplomacy, strategic affair, international relations, I just knew that I should be able to find a way to quiet down this whisper in my head telling me that I do not belong there. So here's three things that I use to help me quiet down this feeling of not belonging. The first thing was preparation. I had to understand that you need to be ready. For instance, when I walked into this meeting for the subcommittee of the women in diplomacy, I was not prepared. I was not prepared or taking any part of the meeting, let alone having something to say, but I should have been. Because when you are in this fair, you need to be prepared of anything. What I usually do now is I have in my head this small preparation of whenever anyone is going to ask me, okay, who are you? So I have those lines already well polished, well prepared. So whenever someone is going to ask me to present myself, I'll just make it very smoothly, but you will never know that I had to repeat those lines again and again in my bathroom. So this, you need to be prepared. Whenever you walk into a meeting and you're just an intern and in your head you are not going to have anything to say, be prepared because you will be asked something. People are always going to be there to test you. They want to see if you can make it. They want to break you. But be sure that you remain unbreakable. Be sure of that. The second thing was mentorship. I had the privilege of being mentored by the Consul General of France, Mrs. Valérie Barabin, and she was such a blessing to me because when I just didn't know that people would even see the light in me, she did. Even when I was not seeing the light in myself, she was seeing this light shining bright. And this is why you need to get close to people so they can mentor you and they can remind you that you actually belong there. When she when she kind of made me talk during this meeting, I was impressed. I was wondering, why does she really think that I'm able to attend or to participate into those conversations? And this is why mentoring is there for. It's there to drive you. It's there to show you the way. It's there to remind you that even when you don't think you're capable of something, you are, because this person with so much experience, this person was able to give you the floor. It's not because she was trying to be nice. It's because this person knows that you can actually take part into those conversations. She knows what you got in you. And sometimes mentorship colleagues are there to help you. And whenever they do so, keep in your head that you belong here. Keep in your head that, okay, if this person was kind enough, was very assertive enough to um give you this opportunity, it's just because you can do it. Otherwise, she wouldn't. I'm pretty sure if Mrs. Valerie knew that I was not going to be able to speak or to participate in those conversations with the ladies, she would have never given me the floor to say something. And the last thing is reframing. You have to be able to understand that imposter syndrome is not reality. Period. Pringle. It is not reality. What is reality to you? It's you showing up, because if you don't show up, you will not learn. if you keep staying in that space of where you think that certain things are just too high or are just too good for you, you will never get there. You will never reach this level. Sometimes people say, fake it until you fake it till you gotta make it. Fake it. It's not you faking it. It's you we like practicing. It's you practicing. It's you putting yourself into the person that you want to become. So you gotta reframe your mind. This imposter syndrome, again, it is not reality, so don't make this your reality. Felt like you don't belong in a classroom, in a diplomatic space, in a meeting. Let me remind you that it is not the case. Sometimes feeling like an imposter means that you are growing. You are just expanding because remember, as long as you don't have these feelings, it means that you are still in your comfort zone and you're not moving. You're not building bridges. You're not stepping outside of your comfort zone. Today, this is your reminder that you're not an imposter. You belong on this table. If this episode resonated with you, I would really love to hear your story or your tips on how you were able to get out of the space of where you kept on feeling like an imposter. And also, thank you for watching this episode. I'm so grateful and I can't wait to hear your stories on how you made it. How did you become so comfortable enough to speak and say anything that came in your mouth, your mind? Again, thank you for tuning, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.